Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In the last video, I spent an enormous amount of time working on the gas tank in the fuel hanger in my S13 since my gas tank was rusty. And it was causing the car to run really rough. Now, after I did all of that work, we found a pinhole in the top of my fuel hanger, and the JB Weld has been holding up really well. So overall, that job took a long time, but it was a nice break from all the body work that I've been doing. I must hop back into the body work though, because I have so much to do. I left off with priming the driver's side door, finishing up the fiberglass work on the side skirt, and then taking off the passenger side door to find this. This whole bottom section of the door was covered in filler. Now if you run your hand along this, there's a high spot right here and some other little waviness, but then over here in the corner, you can see where the filler is. Those are all low spots in the metal. This whole thing is down to bare metal, but it's high here. It's got some weird issues going on. Based on the damage, I was considering potentially getting another door, but I haven't been able to find one locally. The real question is this fixable, and is it worth my time? The method that Mikey taught me on how to use this hammer is to just let it fall. So you're not hammering it like this, you're kind of just letting the hammer fall down. And then you're constantly just guessing and checking. Tap it a couple times, guess and check. Don't always hammer it right on where the spot is, because that metal is going to have to expand and go somewhere else. So, you know, tap around it. Once I get to the point where my hand starts to feel numb to it, where I can't feel anymore, just because I've been feeling it for so long, I take a break from that spot and I move on to the next one. Unfortunate news. I mean, we kind of already knew the fate of this door. Of course, I'm out of degreaser. Like, of course. But when we stood the door up, there's just so many little dips and waves. This entire middle section, and then this entire bottom section. I was hoping I could fill in a couple of the spots, which it did, you know, help overall. I just feel mentally stuck. Like, I don't want to move on to any other part of the car because I'm like, wait, I don't have a door. Like, I don't have a door. I have found doors in Wisconsin, Indiana, and Michigan. Every other state besides Illinois where I live. Just gonna sand all of this off so we know exactly what we're working with. Are we being for real right now? Is this filler too on the top of the door? Look at these layers. Wow, this door, it's just the gift that keeps on giving. It just gets worse the more that I'm sanding it. Like, how could it get worse? But it is getting worse. Can you guys see this big crease right here? That's what that filler was for. It's all the way across here. Then on this side, there's a crease here. There's a big dent here. And then this is all messed up. So they really just, how do you even get a door this bad? This section was fine. There was nothing. How much is too much? Like, I just don't know. I just have no other option. I got a text. Okay, wait, this could be a good lead. I don't normally post things in Facebook groups, but I'm desperate. I'm desperate for a door. I'm about to have to start begging on my knees for a door. But I got a message, and they're actually in Illinois. I hope, oh my God, I'm praying that this works out, because the more I look at this door. Good morning, boys and girls. I still have not gotten any photos of this door that I'm supposedly gonna go pick up today. I'm gonna swap all the guts from this door over to the new one, so I guess I could start doing that while I am waiting. I just flip this over. Actually, I might be able to do it.
Since you're drunk, we should do a clip of us like launching bikes off. If you're drunk in this door, we should do a clip of us launching bikes off.
That could be cool. Let me take the stuff I need off of it first, and then you guys can launch it or do whatever you want. Kenwood, are these decent? So here's the deal with the doors. We have 3 options, okay? Option number 1 is S5, which is the gen I'm looking for, but rusty. It's rusted all along the bottom of the door, and obviously it's got surface rust on the outside. Next option is a red S4 door. Not sure if you could tell, but the trim on the S5 is thicker than S4. Allegedly, the trim should still fit the same. However, my only gripe is that the S4 door doesn't have a cutout for a door speaker, which was something I really wanted to upgrade the car to. As you can see here, that's where the door speaker goes. And on the red door, it's not there. So maybe I could cut it and mount a speaker. The other option he has is this gold one. It's S4 as well, so I'll have to still do the same thing with the speakers, but this one has a dent right there. Not terrible, not terrible. Here's the back side, and it's rust free. So I'm thinking that the gold one might be the best option just in terms of literally rust. So maybe let's go make an offer and pick it up. I went ahead and stripped everything off, including the weather stripping and all of the wiring from the inside. It's probably good that we just keep this as well so I can reference the sizing for this speaker. Maybe I can even just cut this out and somehow retrofit this bracket thing. Okay, we are taking the D21 today. Okay, new door acquired. Let me show you what I'm working with here. So this is the worst of the damage, this dent here, and then I do see a couple little door ding imperfections kind of along. Oh, this is creased here, but it is nowhere near as bad as the other door. Couple little spots here, maybe about the same difficulty level as the other door. This top part is relatively straight, and then obviously up here is not damaged. Oh my god, this trim is just crumbling apart. It doesn't look like it's almost ever been off of this car. I might just end up using the trim from the other door because it's in a lot better condition. I guess the real thing I was actually worried about was if this trim was going to fit. Online it does say it's interchangeable, but you can never really tell from photos. It looks fine. That's good. We'll use this trim from the black door and just see if we can repair this a little bit, and I think we'll just send it. Picture this, you just left a job interview and you think you absolutely nailed it. You come out to your car and you see that you have a flat tire. You were only gone for an hour, so you have no idea how this happened. So what do? Well, you definitely don't just stand around and wait for help. You head to your trunk and you grab Wolfbox's 2008 4-in-1 emergency device, a jump starter, tire inflator, power bank, and emergency light all in one. Flat tire or low pressure, no need to change a tire or call a tow truck. It inflates a standard tire from 29 to 36 psi in just 60 seconds. Also equipped with auto shutoff inflation so it stops by itself, real-time pressure display. The 2008 is also equipped with multiple USB-A ports, USB-C ports, great for charging phones, cameras, tablets on road trips. It's also equipped with an LED emergency light for nighttime roadside repairs and has an operating range of -4 degrees to 140 degrees. So great, your tire is filled and you're ready to get on your way because you have stuff to do, but you go to start your car and you have a dead battery. Lucky for you, the 2008 is also an emergency jump starter. So you pop your hood, you throw the jump starter on, and the car still won't start. Then you realize that your battery's from 2018, so it is probably super dead. So you go to your trunk and you grab the 4008 jump starter from Wolfbox. And with 2 start modes, standard and boost, you choose boost because your car is mega dead. Now that your car is started, you decide to use the jump starter to charge your laptop while you look for some new parts for the car, and maybe even do a little bit of research. While you're at it, you decide to test out the LED emergency lights, the 3 modes, high beam, strobe, and SOS, which are absolutely essential for nighttime roadside repairs. Personally, I love how small and compact both of these are. They fit in my glove box, and the carrying cases make everything so easy to organize all of the wires and jumper cables. So if you're an everyday driver on the road, which one would you choose to keep with you? The 4000A for maximum power and peace of mind, or maybe the 2000A for everyday practicality and a tire inflator. So if you've been thinking about getting a jump starter for yourself, or maybe as a practical gift for somebody in your life, Wolfbox definitely has an option for you. So check the links below and choose which one works best for you. Thank you again so much to Wolfbox for sponsoring today's video. Low-key, I can't believe I bought that door yesterday, sanded it down, and started filling dents already. Like, I was just so motivated to get it done. It's almost ready for a primer. So I'm gonna wait till Peyton gets back, have him look over it again. But in the meantime, I still have to work on this other side skirt, but since I kind of know what to do, it should be a lot faster. So of course, I want to fill these mounting holes. Ideally, I don't want any sort of mounting on the side skirt here. So I'm gonna fill these holes, I'm gonna fill this gap here. I might have to sand this down a little bit, but it doesn't look like it. It almost looks like the lip on this side goes over. I sanded it down here just so that this would have a tighter fit, and it looks like there's gapping here. I did see some comments in the last video about if this side skirt is supposed to sit over the lip of this body line, which it seems like it did on the other side, but based on the mounting of the side skirt, I just think it's the mold of the fiberglass, because this is right up against the edge to the point where the fiberglass cracked, and it doesn't seem like it like scoots over anymore or up, because then on this side, the side skirt overlaps the fender, which on the driver's side, it looks like it buds right up against the side of the fender, and here it looks like it goes slightly over this body line. It very well could just be an imperfection in the fiberglass mold, because fiberglass is never perfect and pretty much every fiberglass piece is different based on how the mold was done and how many times the mold has been used. So I'm just gonna make it work. If you ever watch a clip of me working and you're like, wait, I didn't see the in-between part of when the fiberglass was laid and when it was sanded, just know I spent several hours working, and I don't record every little bit of it because it literally took me hours. But the side skirt looks really good, all the gaps are closed up, and then I laid some body filler on top of it just to close up like all the main gaps. I still am going to lay some actual fiberglass tape on the back side just to reinforce it. Here on this side as well, just extended the actual skirt so it covers the entire fender. Fits really good up here. And then I also went ahead and repaired this crack that was here in the corner. Do you you guys remember when I said that the gas tank job ruined my daily driver shoes? Yeah. I have no idea what happened to the clip after this where I was explaining, but one of Mike's old neighbors named Gail works at a van store and she offered to use her discount to send me new vans. So thank you so much, Gail. She got me a pair of brand new schools. I'm so grateful. So thank you again to Gail. Specific way that I like it laced up, and I don't know how to do it, but Mike does. So I want it like the last time you did it. Yeah, and not with this middle one done. You look good in Vans.
Size 5.
7.5.
There is a science to this.
Yeah, you gotta have them straight.
Oh yeah.
Seems like you've been doing this for a long time.
Since middle school. I would change my laces like every day coming home from school. They'd go from like green to red. And my teachers would be like, "Oh, you got new shoes like every week." Like, they're not shoes, they're laces. I've had checkered laces, but mostly about this thickness too.
Yeah, I like the nice thick laces.
This is very 2008 or 2008, 2010.
I love a chunky shoe with a fat lip and big laces. It's my favorite style of shoes. Man, I don't even want to wear these. They're so freaking fresh.
Maybe don't grind tar into them.
I definitely will not be working in them. These are going to be like my good everyday shoes.
But now you don't have hella slack.
Which is okay though, because I tuck the laces anyways.
You don't want some bunny ears?
I don't like when you can see the knot.
Come with me to style my shoes.
For the very first time.
They call these new schools?
They are called new schools.
Man, I guess 2010 is new school. Everyone had fat tongue shoes with fat laces.
DC's?
Osiris? DVS?
DVS? I don't remember that.
Audio? This was before your time.
I love how your foot is halfway out of it. Wait, don't go all the way to the top.
No?
No, because I didn't want it like that.
Okay.
Thank you. Well, what I didn't show you guys here was I swapped over all the door guts, including this wiring harness to make sure that I still have the power mirror plug. These are all the wiring for the door speaker. I'm still not sure what I want to do about mounting the speaker here. The S5 door has a mount for the speaker, so I might need to figure it out, or maybe I can just get a bracket and kind of do something here. I'm not sure. But yeah, I got everything back in here. The new door didn't have any of these rods for the door handles, so I had to put all of these back in. I don't know, guys. I just, I feel like I didn't get as much done as I wanted to this week on the car. Mostly because of this door thing. I mean, I basically wasted a whole day trying to fix the old door to realize that it's too far gone, and then spent a whole nother day driving to go get another door and then prepping it all over again. Like, I don't know. That was like 2 days of basically nothing, and I wanted to prime stuff today. Tomorrow's Saturday, so it's like there's only so much I can do, but I want to keep chipping away at this, but it really does feel like I'm so over my head on everything. I just wish I had one more set of hands, like just one more person that was here willing to help me on this, because Mike and Peyton are so busy doing their own thing, so I only ask for help if I need some advice or direction, but I'm doing everything by myself, so it's feeling overwhelming.
I have a car, my brother has a car, my dad has a car.
So, as RJ and I were looking at the dome light wiring, we realized that maybe we should just swap out the entire dash harness. Long story short, there's a lot of sketchy wiring under my dash, and I'm kind of realizing if there's a time to fix it, it would probably be now. This side quest snowballed a lot more than I thought it would. I told RJ that I found this wiring harness in the shed last week, so we decided to take a look at it, and we're trying to decide if we should just swap the entire harness behind the dash. Because of all the sketchy wiring, we figured it could be another viable option, but the wiring behind the dash is a lot more complicated to replace than it is to just repair, and at the end of the day, I never truly mounted the dash in the correct way back when I did it, so I knew at some point I was going to have to take the dash off, address the wiring, as well as re-secure the dash with not just zip ties, so I knew this job would have to come eventually, and with a little bit of peer pressure from RJ, we ended up taking out the dash together. Support, because honestly, I don't think I would feel confident pulling the dash again if you weren't here, because now that I'm looking at everything, I'm like, because once he leaves, I'm stuck with this shit.
Nah, we'll figure it out.
But again, if I ever, like, look at this climate control. This is supposed to be for the vent, and this was just kind of thrown about. Like, this was never, like, fully secured. Now that I'm at this, like, you're this deep in the car, I might as well make it functional and fix stuff, you know? Like, fix stuff I've always wanted to fix. To be fair, this was my first build that I fully did from nothing. This car was a full shell. The dash was all messed up. It was blown up. I had to take the whole dash out. I would say there's almost nothing that's original on this car. I have never done this much on a car. So I didn't do it the right way the first time, if you catch my drift.
You had to learn.
And I had to learn. And then, you know what? I drove the car how it was, and I didn't have certain things and luxuries and lights, and stuff was busted, and like the wiring was sketchy, and I had issues all the time. And that's just the result of it, of not doing it right the first time. We're starting at probably the most pain point, which is my radio setup. Because sometimes when I would hit a bump, the radio would turn off, and my my cigarette lighter doesn't have enough power to power my dash cam, so it's like tapped in under here. All of this, I don't know who did this, like who pissed me off this bad to do this. It wasn't me though.
I'll remind me and I'll look at your starter.
Oh yeah, my starter switch. These are for my starter switch. It's so bad.
What is that?
It might be for the climate control, which I ordered it.
I mean, it's a 6-pin, isn't it? What's the colors? Oh, 5-pin. Blue, brown.
That's cut.
Damn.
That might have been the one I tapped into here. What is that, blue, green and blue? Green and red? Yeah, that might have been the wire I tapped into.
Yeah, we could probably fix that.
I thought I was going to prime a door today, but now my dash is out. I literally asked RJ to wire up my dome. And now we're here. Like,
I like how you were like, oh, we should change this, and I was like, we should swap your dash harness.
know what all this is. I'm sorry. I'm literally the worst car owner ever.
Oh my god, calm down.
You know what? Maybe we should just leave this and just do the dome light. I feel like that's a bigger priority, right? Oh my god, your RX-7 is so clean. Oh my god, I love your build. It's so clean. And I know it looks like this under the dash. That's why I like can't believe when people compliment me.
It's the Homer Simpson.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's...
Yeah, but like that's Tayz FC, and it's like, that's like under Tayz dash.
So here's my ignition wiring. Now, if you guys are not familiar, my ignition cylinder never worked with the key. So if I put the key in, you get power, no crank.
Relay cricking though.
And I was never able to figure out why, so I had it wired to a switch, my starter, which of course is not ideal. I would love to start the car with the key.
Well, we gotta first check. Yeah. Oh yeah. Here's a spade connector. So.
Yeah.
Oh god.
It just gets worse.
It
like
spirals.
the further you get down, it just gets worse. So I basically tried to bypass all of that stuff and just.
Bro.
I know.
So we need to find out where this original black red wire was, and save it and find out where the fault is in the rest of the ignition circuit, because it's probably a really easy solvable fault and it just got bypassed. And
Yeah.
you did this? You
Um,
can say no.
I did part of it.
I forget how that plugs into the relay, because I believe there's a security system relay for a security system if you had that. But since your car is super base, I don't think you have that.
Right.
And then
Which is,
obviously there's going to be like the clutch safety switch.
I wonder if this was an aftermarket security system, because I did pull one out from under the dash like a long time ago, like an actual little security anti-theft thing that was aftermarket. Right now's task is running some speaker wire, some new speaker wire, because I have some that I put in last winter and it was never really done correctly. So I'm going to run some speaker wire for the two in the back. and then some more for the door speakers when they actually are ready to go back in, because I did buy brand new speakers.
I would just run it. So you see how there's a harness here? This is your radio harness. Like just
Run it alongside that.
Yeah. What I would do is roughly lay out where the door one's gonna be, and then cut it.
I see.
And then you can start the other one, and you can zip tie them together. That way, it's just, I don't know, it runs along where like factory wiring would go. And just try not to spiral it. So like, don't, you know, if it's gonna be on this side, keep it on this side.
Basically, like through here.
Yup. And then through the door conduit. We've made it a foot away from the ignition switch. And we have 12 volts through crank on the starter solenoid wire.
Okay, so that's good.
So I'll keep
So
going
far.
down the line and find out what's going on. I checked voltage at the security relay, the like theft deterrent relay, which there isn't one. It's just jumped because this car didn't have security. And I had no voltage there through crank. So I came back here and started checking, and although I had voltage on this end of this crank connection, there's no voltage in the rest of this wire. So that's at least failure one, whether it made it through the rest of the circuit. This was done in a repair, right? This was done to try and fix the fact that it wouldn't start.
Yeah.
So I would imagine there's another issue, but you just created a second issue. So I'll jump this and keep moving forward.
It cranks with the key! Hey! 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 Hey!
It was
hey,
literally
hey,
this.
Hey, hey. It was
I
what?
cut this crimp connection off and twisted it together, and that was all I did.
No way!
So you must have had a bad clutch switch. You tried to bypass it, and then your shoddy wiring also was a problem. That's literally it.
Man.
It was a simple circuit.
No way! Okay, let me try. Let me just get a little. Hell yeah! Yeah!
I mean, we're gonna fix this. Like, let's clean this up.
Yes,
But
for sure.
now you can rub all that blue wire bullshit
Yes.
out. We're gonna do what you're gonna do. You're gonna show that. Look how badly that's like twisted.
It's under the dash, right?
It's because that wire is so flimsy. It's kind of.
It's 11:30. RJ and I have been at the FC for several hours at this point, and we addressed a lot of major issues, as well as have a list of more issues that we're going to continue to diagnose on the car and dial this thing in. So I want to give a huge shout out to RJ. Thank you so much. Here's his Instagram if you guys want to go give him a follow, because he does all sorts of stuff with his Miata. He just fixed his Miata, actually, that got totaled. So if you guys want to follow along with that, or his coupe converted FC Vert, super freaking cool. Great FC friend, very knowledgeable as well. So thank you again, RJ.
Of course.
You know, one day I knew I would have to pull the dash again in my FC to address the janky mounting and the very sketchy wiring. I just didn't know that day would be today, but I am so grateful that I decided to do that today, because there were so many little issues plaguing my FC. So being able to address those issues and fix them safely and mount things the right way is one of the best feelings in the entire world. Like, it makes me even more motivated to work on the car and way more excited to fix all of these little problems to make the car the best version of it possible, so that it looks amazing on the outside, performs amazing, and everything just fits and works. So again, massive shout out to RJ. He is one of my closest, best RX-7 rotary friends in this community, and he is always willing to help, especially when it comes to wiring. Personally, when I look at a wiring diagram, I don't even know where to start. He is such a good teacher, he's very patient, and he explains things in a way where I never feel stupid. So I feel like everybody needs an RJ in their life. So again, thank you so much to RJ for stopping by. If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next Sunday in another YouTube video. Bye, guys.